Lawrence Zunan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So just to kind of recap, I think this is the third time that we are back talking about the ACC bill.
That's right.
As part of the committee
Great
stage. So just to recap from last night, if I may, very briefly, Mr. Chair. So when we are looking at Clause 6, now Clause 6 is the crux of the bill, and one of the reasons that the Greens is not supporting this bill is because of the retrospectivity nature, particularly as seen in subclause 18. So I know that previously the minister has very kindly went through some of the background and talked about the fact that this whole process in terms of the retrospectivity and the reason that this is coming through as part of the legislation has been agreed upon by ACC and MB, but not necessarily had obviously the time to consult with businesses. So rather than the kind of the operational element, I wanted to check with the minister and whether, from a legality perspective, whether the retrospectivity has been tested against the presumption against retrospectivity as one of the legal presumptions. And the reason I mentioned this is, again, like in terms of any form of presumption we're looking at from a legal perspective, there needs to be some sort of checks and balances and some sort of accountability and some sort of scope, in which case it's not going to create a butterfly effect, so to speak, when we are introducing a particular bill into the House, or potentially has follow-on effect in terms of both case law, but also in terms of some of the other legal elements. So I guess my question to the minister is, from a legality perspective, has this been tested in the context of the presumption against retrospectivity, and has there been any work being done in terms of checking through case law what sort of broader implications this will have on other potential bills then in the future that will be introduced that potentially will introduce a retrospective element, or the historical context and precedents that was set as part of this retrospectivity. So yes, we have previously explored the operational and the business, and I also understand even like colleagues from across the House talking about potential burden on ACC if such a bill, if the retrospectivity was not introduced, and the kind of legal implication it may have for ACC. But yeah, so we talked about the operation bit, but I wanted to ask from a legality perspective whether this is something that the minister has considered or has been given advice on. So yeah, so that'll be my question. Thank you.